If you've ever set a goal, followed the plan for 2 weeks, hit a wall, and told yourself you just don't have what it takes to stick with anything, I need you to hear this. You were never the problem, it was the goal. Stick with me because by the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact system that changed the way I set goals, the way I coach the people around me, and honestly, the way I think about following through on anything. So, hey, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Danny, and this channel is all about consistency, mindset, and building a life you don't need to escape from, even in the middle of real, messy, ordinary days. Today, I want to teach you something I've been calling the Action Goals Framework. It is not a new goal setting hack, it's a complete shift in what you pay attention to when you're working towards something that matters to you. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's start with a distinction that sounds small, but changes everything once you understand it. There are two kinds of goals: outcome goals and action goals. An outcome goal is what you want to achieve. It's the end result you're working towards. Examples include running a 5K, losing 20 pounds, writing a novel, starting a business, feeling healthier and more energized, build a consistent exercise routine. Those are all outcome goals, and there's nothing wrong with having them. They give us direction, they are the reason we get started in the first place. But here's the problem: we do not actually control whether or when an outcome goal happens. You can do everything right and still not lose weight in a given week. You can train hard and still not hit your goal pace. Outcome goals live in the future, and the future is full of variables that are simply out of your hands. But an action goal is different. It's something you can do. It's a small action that moves you toward your outcome goal. Walk for 20 minutes 3 times this week. Write for 15 minutes each morning. Strength train twice this week. Spend 30 minutes researching business ideas. Meal prep vegetables on Sundays. Outcome goals tell you where you're going. Action goals tell you what to do next. And that difference is the whole reason some people stay consistent for years while others restart every January. For years, I worked as a health and fitness coach, and I watched this play out over and over again. A client would come to me with a number in mind, a number of pounds, a number on the scale. That number became the entire measure of whether they were succeeding or failing. And here's what I learned: most people don't fail because they lack the motivation or discipline. They fail because they have accidentally made their sense of success dependent upon something they cannot fully control. When someone focuses exclusively on the outcome, a few things tend to happen. They set goals that feel overwhelming before they even begin. They believe they need the perfect plan in place first. They wait for motivation to show up before they take action, and they give up the moment progress stops being a straight line. They feel like a failure if they can't execute a plan exactly as written. Think about the person whose only goal is to lose 20 pounds. There are dozens of factors influencing that number that they can't control, including how quickly their own body responds. If the scale does not move for 2 weeks, even with real effort behind it, it's incredibly easy to feel like nothing is working and to just walk away entirely. Now, compare that to someone whose goal is to walk 3 times this week and eat a vegetable with lunch every day. They can succeed today, immediately, because those actions are completely within their control. Outcome goals often keep us stuck because they create an all or nothing mindset. We become so fixated on the finish line that we never actually learn how to take the next step consistently, regardless of how we feel or how we're tracking toward the outcome on any given day. Before I keep going, I want to tell you something. This Friday, I'm releasing a resource I've been working on that really walks you through this entire framework, step by step, so you can build your own action goals for whatever you're working towards right now. It's not live yet, but if you want to be the first to get it, the best place to be is on my email list. I'll drop the sign up link below this video, and I'll talk more about what's inside of it in just a bit. So, how does this actually work in practice? The system is intentionally simple, and it's meant to flex with your life rather than fight against it. There are 4 steps. Step one is to choose an outcome goal. So you'll pick one thing you would like to work toward right now. Maybe it's run a half marathon, write a book, improve your health, grow your business, feel less overwhelmed. The goal here is not to choose the perfect goal, it's simply to choose a direction. You're allowed to change course later, you just need something to guide you. Then, step two is to build your roadmap. Now, you're going to break that outcome goal into small, realistic action goals. So, if your outcome goal is running a half marathon, your roadmap might be following a plan, running 3 times per week, stretching after every run, and scheduling those runs so that they actually happen. If your outcome goal is writing a book, your roadmap might be writing for 15 minutes every morning, outlining one chapter each week, and maybe spending an hour editing on Saturdays. Your roadmap isn't permanent. It's allowed to change as your life changes, and it should. The version of your roadmap you build in January will not look like the one you need in July, and that's not failure. It's just being honest about your actual life and circumstances. Step three is pivot, don't quit. Life is going to happen. You might get sick, work will get busy, you'll miss workouts, you'll skip a writing session. That's normal, and it does not mean the system failed. Instead of starting completely over, the question becomes, what can I do instead? A 60-minute workout becomes a 15-minute walk. Writing 1,000 words becomes brain dumping ideas for 5 minutes. Running 3 times this week becomes running twice. The goal is never perfection, it's continuing to move forward in whatever way is actually possible for you. Step four is to keep showing up. Success is not determined by whether you hit your outcome goal this month or even this year. Success is continuing to come back. Keep showing up after vacations, keep showing up after busy periods, keep showing up when motivation disappears completely. Keep showing up when your goals evolve into something different than where you started. Consistency means returning to what matters to you when life inevitably gets busy, because it will. And I want to bring this back to something that's actually real. So, right now, my biggest goal is finishing the Dopey challenge in January. That's my outcome goal. It's exciting, but it's also completely outside of my control in a lot of ways. I can't run 48.6 miles today. What I can do is follow my training plan. I can do the next run. I can strength train this week. I can fuel my body well and get enough sleep. Those are my action goals, and they're what I'm actually working on every single day. The big idea behind all of this is so simple. You don't need smaller dreams, you need smaller actions. This framework helps you stop waiting for the perfect time, stop relying on motivation that was never going to show up reliably, and stop quitting the moment life does not go according to plan. Big goals become much less intimidating when you stop asking yourself to achieve them all at once and start asking yourself this one simple question: what's my next action? If any part of this resonated with you, I want to invite you to be there this Friday when I release the full framework as a resource that you can actually use, with space to map out your own outcome goal and build your own roadmap alongside it. Get on my email list during or using the link below so that you don't miss it. I'll be walking through exactly how to use it inside that email as well. So thank you so much for being here and for spending this time with me today. If this video helped you see your goals a little differently, I would love it if you would subscribe and share with someone who needs to hear it. Thanks again, and I will see you very soon.